Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Growth and income stocks is the specialty of Alex Kolb, our growth and income stock analyst at Zacks.com. And so whenever we want to talk about them, that's why we invite him here. Although sometimes you wouldn't be able to tell that it's a specialty. No, I'm just joking. So you're going to talk about a couple of names that are recognizable this time, one of which you might have even talked about here in the past.
Yeah.
T. Rowe Price Group is the first one, TROW,
Right. This
ticker symbol, well-known money management firm.
Yeah, and this one I don't know if I have discussed in the past. If I have, it's been a while. But recently, there's some good things going on here. And as you said, a global investment management company. They have a wide array of mutual funds. They do like account management. They have sophisticated investment planning tools, retirement planning. Most people are familiar with them.
One of the heavy hitters, as we call them in the business.
They are, yeah, they definitely are. And the fundamentals will show that here in a moment. I'll start with the income here. On the income side, it has an annual dividend of $1 that translates into, I'm sorry, that's an annual dividend, which translates into a yield of 2%,
okay,
which is an industry-leading yield. The company recently reported their third quarter results, and earnings per share were solid. They came in at 50 cents, which was 9% above the Zacks consensus estimate. Mm-hmm. The company also mentioned they saw a nice increase in assets under management that was up by 16%. So that was a boon for the company. And as analysts responded bullishly, as you can tell here, the Zacks consensus estimates are up all across the board for both the quarters and the next this year and the following year. And it's not just the estimates here. I do want to point out there was a nice spike, a share price spike on the third quarter report. As you can tell here, they reported around late October. Shares spiked. They have leveled off a little since then, but still, this is a one-month comparison that I'm showing here to the S&P, still outpacing the S&P 500.
Okay.
That's on the momentum side. And to get back to some other fundamentals here real quick, the company has a terrific balance sheet. It has no debt on its balance sheet, has a return on equity of 13%. That's in line with the industry average. And it also has a net profit margin of 17.5%. That's well above the industry average of 8%.
All right. And then TJX companies, TJX the ticker symbol, discount retailer, better known in this area anyway, in the Midwest as TJ Maxx. Yeah. It's one of their brands. Where's the growth? Where's the income?
I'll start with income again. I'll do it backwards. 48 cents is the annual dividend. That translates into a yield of 1.25%. That is above the industry average. The company also recently upped its own outlook, its own earnings guidance. Mm-hmm. They're seeing earnings for the year of somewhere between 246 and 254 per share. Mm-hmm. Analysts responded bullishly to that. As you can tell here, for the current year, the Zacks consensus estimate is even higher than the forecast the company put out. Analysts are seeing 257 for this year, and the following year higher than that at 286. So bullish forecasts here as well. The company will announce its third quarter results on November 17th. And also, they did recently announce September sales. The sales, total sales were up 8% year over year. Comparable sales were up 7% year over year. And if I can get to some solid fundamentals here that this company has, sure. Return on equity of 40%, well above the industry average of 18%, has a net profit margin of 5%, beating the industry average of 3%. And there's also solid momentum here as well. Technically, the shares are trading near a 52-week high. And just to illustrate it here in terms of a graph, in comparison to the S&P 500, it's 40%, more than 40% above the S&P over just the past year.
All right. Do you own either of these two?
I do not.
Check out other Zacks Rank Buy stock picks on our homepage in the upper right-hand corner of Zacks.com, where we put 4 new stock pick ideas for you each day, one in each of the investment categories that we write about. With Alex Kolb, I'm Terry Ruffalo.